here I am. Man, oh man. A lot of stuff going on right now. As you can see, I got Ruby here with me, so we can kind of see what's going on. My guitar walls are strangely bare. I would show you, but it's a pain in the butt to put the camera back where it belongs. Um, but I took, as many of you know, I went to visit Marshall recently. He lives about 5 hours away from me. And I had a super time there. My purposes in going there were, first of all, to see my friend Marshall and hang out for a weekend of just jamming and chilling and beering and etc. You know, it turned into much more than that. But second reason I went there was to take the infamous Glaricaster into him for a proper setup. Um, I have some modifications that may be done to that in the future, but that one for now is just going to get set up as a Triple S Strat, and be as nice as it can be in Glary form. So the Glaricaster is there. The other guitar I took to him is the Mystery guitar. The one I believe is a Schecter series. Oh hell, I forget the name. I did a ton of research, and I believe it's a Schecter, and it's a mid-level Schecter, not a low line or a top of the line, just a mid line. And I think somebody maybe put an applique on it. Marshall and I kind of looked at it to see what we could think. I like the look of the guitar, and I think with the EMGs it's going to sound great. Marshall's going to go through that over time. I don't know when I'll get it back. I don't care. I dropped them off to him with none, not a pressure. They get done when they get done, and I'll pay him what I have to pay him for parts and labor, because, well, the Glaricaster is going to be a basic setup, maybe a fret polish, or who knows. He'll make it right. I'm not worried about that. I just told him set it up right, make it so it does its cool shit, and then I'm going to play the hell out of it and decide if I'm going to do mods to it. Maybe I'll do some hot rod single pickups on it, or I don't know. Try different nuts or whatever. It's going to have a, what's it called? Oh, my memory is so terrible now. A tusk nut is what it's going to get to replace the crappy plastic nut that's in it now. And even me with zero guitar experience could tell that that nut is garbage. It serves to separate the strings at the end of the neck. That's about all it does. So that's why I went to Marshall's, was to drop off those guitars and hang out with my friend. So there'll be more to come on those. What's happening with me? I'm going to attempt in the next few days to put my Focusrite back into line. I'm going to uninstall Voicemeeter Potato, which is what I've been using since the computer crashed. And I'm going to put that back in line, hook my stuff back up to it, and see what happens. Just starting from zero and being able to do that. It would be nice. I'll leave the Mustang for an interface and for a room amp. It's a great little amp. There is nothing wrong with this Mustang 2. But I like Nolly, and I want to be able to use it. But the only way I can effectively use Nolly is if I use an interface of some sort to plug my guitar into an actual just audio interface. So that's that plan. We'll see if we can get that up and running and play with that, because now that I have this thing, I want to see what kind of noise I can make with it. Because it is nice to play. I love this thing. First time I saw her, I was in love with her visuals, and now that it's been touched by someone who set it up specifically for me, yeah, I want to see what kind of stuff I can get out of it. The stuff I'm getting out of this little Mustang is pretty good. There may be some other gear in the future. Right now, kind of holding off. I need to save up some money because I broke it myself. And I don't want to be broken. I want to be moneyed. So we're in saving mode, and I'm going to see what kind of fun I can have with money in the bank instead of what kind of fun I can have figuring out how to rob Peter to pay Paul so I can afford to go do the thing and get the stuff and the whatever. I have all the equipment I need. I have a fantastic guitar. I've got the Ibanez. I've got the Epi phone, and of course my little acoustic. Those are still hanging out. It should be fun. It should be very fun. For those of you, let's see if I can bring this up here. If I change main, show me, there we go. And then if I go here and I go to pictures, saved, new Strat guitar, saved, what's all in here, captures, the Veens. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. Camera roll. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm trying to see if I can find. Oh man, it does not look like they're in there at all. Let's see here. I go to I could have swore that I had some of those in here. So y'all remember that. Me getting a hold of 52 Strat or 52 Telly. Man, oh man, that was cool. And this guitar is played at gigs on a regular basis. This is not somebody's showpiece, mouthpiece so they can brag that they got a 52 Telly. This is somebody's baby, and they have played it since it was new, and that makes this thing so special. Because they put the wear marks on it, they put the things on it, you know, the blonde's moving away a little bit, almost looks like a burst now, where it wasn't a burst in the beginning, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. Everything about this thing is awesome. But I was going to bring up a picture of the mystery guitar, but you see that on my stuff from time to time, so not that big of a deal. I'm going to rebrand my channel over time. By rebrand, I mean reorganize, remake, make it so that it's fun for a number of different reasons. People may come there to see my latest in guitar playing. Some others might come there to hear a new song or a lick that I came up with or something as I get better and learn more to play. There might be some minor gaming stuff on there. I'm not much of a gamer anymore. I do still enjoy playing, but it's not the focus of my time now. The focus of my time is really the guitars. This is quickly becoming so much more fun, and I'm putting new callus onto my fingers. Previously, I've been trying to play all on the tips of my fingers, and now that I'm doing more of these licks things, It doesn't have to be the tips of my fingers. So now I'm starting to use the flats because I can do more of that kind of stuff. That's much easier to do that with the flat on my finger, as many of you already know, than it is to try and do that. I can get different. I can go slow, where if I try and go slow this way, that's much harder. And I end up fretting much more than I need to. With this, I can. Marshall has this thing set up so nice, I basically can touch the strings. That's maybe a pound of pressure, if that. It's literally just touching it. And even, look at that. Take my finger off the string and it still rings the note that I played. Ha. Might be a couple of things yet for me to work on my technique for. But I'm loving this thing. I'm loving my time playing, and I'm loving the time that I share with you guys. I don't know how much of this is going to get edited out. Most of the stuff I put up just raw. It is what it is. Sounds like what it sounds like, and has in it what it has in it, mistakes and all. Part of that's because I haven't installed my video editor back in yet to my computer, but the other part of that is really that I'd rather you saw the real thing. I'd rather you saw what I do, how it comes out, good, bad, ugly. If it's that terrible, I'm probably not going to post it. It probably is going to go in the delete bin, and that's the end of it. So that's what's going on with me, the Falcro, Richard, for those that know me. I want to thank anybody that stops by for your time. Time is the most valuable thing you can give anybody. And I appreciate your time to just come and see my silliness and hear my mistakes, my blunders, and my triumphs, like that thing I did with Marshall. We played, I mean, that was a 1-minute snippet of kind of an all-day jam. We just sat there and he calls it something. He even said it in Lori's chat last night. When you go back and forth like that, and you real guitar players will know, trading something, trading my memory, because this would be like the 5th time I've heard the term, if I can remember it. Trading fours, I think, is what he called it. I don't understand that term, but that's what we did all day, and we probably did that for like 6 hours that day, and it went by like that. There was no sense of what time is it getting to be. I think we ate dinner that night at like 10:30 because we forgot that we needed to make dinner, and it was a really good dinner too, by the way. Yeah, I learned so much. Thank you, Marshall. If you come here and see this, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being my friend, for playing with me like that, for doing the mixing and matching up the video to the audio out of the DAW. We could have put up the raw video like I do right out of the camera that was focused on me. That was not good enough for Marshall because there's better audio that's been recorded into the DAW, and he didn't doctor that. Other than, it having the better quality from coming out of Reaper, there was no adding effects. There was none of that. He added in the text in the video editor, but the audio was pretty much the audio. Um, that was a great, great time. And I hope to do it again relatively soon. But it's wintertime, and sometimes getting to the east side from the west side of Oregon is a challenge in the wintertime, especially once the snows start coming in strong. We're already obviously hitting the passes through the mountains, but when I go see Marshall, I'm going through the gorge, which is not terribly high. I think one of the highest points in the gorge when you're on the highway is somewhere around 3,000 feet or so, something like that, 4,000 feet. But it's like a funnel. Columbia Gorge takes all this cold air that's east of the Cascades in the wintertime and funnels it down and shoves it through this, and it can turn into an icy, snowy mess in a heartbeat. Within a couple of hours, it can go from passable and fine to State Patrol shutting it down and saying nobody goes through yet. So it's a challenge sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to end this thing and get out of here and go do some of this kind of stuff. Hopefully better than that, but I'll see you all in the next video. Stay smooth. Rock and roll.